Welcome all of you. Today we are going to solve an important problem in liquidation of a company. The 16th problem we are going to solve today. Yes, company went into liquidation on 1st January 2019. The liquidator, whose remuneration is 3% on all assets realized and 2% on amount distributed to shareholder. That's preference share and equity share together. He realized all the assets for rupees 10 lakh. Expenses of liquidation is 18,000. Unsecured creditors in bracket including salary and wages outstanding 12,000. Total unsecured creditor is 1,36,000. Next we have 30,000 6% preference shares of rupees 10 each. Dividend paid up to December 31st 2018 rupees 3 lakh. 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. 9 called and paid up 1,80,000. General reserve 2,40,000. PL account is 40,000. As per articles of association of the company, the preference shareholder have the right to receive 1/3 of surplus after paying equity share capital. Prepare liquidator final statement. Yes, company went into liquidation on 1st January 2019. The liquidator, whose remuneration is 3% on all assets realized and 2% on amount distributed to shareholder, preference and equity shareholder. So here you need to make an important note. Liquidator remuneration is not on liabilities paid. Liquidator remuneration is on amount what you pay to preference share and equity share. Liquidator remuneration is calculated on two bases. On assets realized 3% and on amount what you pay to both the shareholders. ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಟರ್ದು ವೇತನ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಹಲವಾರು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಟರ್ದು ವೇತನ ಬಂದು ಅನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡೇಟರ್ ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ ಬಂದು ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ 3% ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಒಟ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾವತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 2% ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So you need to calculate remuneration on assets 3% and on amount paid to preference share and equity share. He realized all the assets for rupees 10 lakh. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಬಂದು 10 ಲಕ್ಷ. Expenses of liquidation is 18,000. Unsecured creditor 1,30,000. In that 12,000 is salary and wages outstanding. It means 12,000 is called preferential creditor. Remaining 1,24,000 is unsecured creditor. So in this particular problem, 12,000 is preferential creditor and remaining 1,24,000 is unsecured creditor. Next, 30,000 6% preference shares of rupees 10 each, 3 lakh. So total preference share capital is 3 lakh. But dividend is paid till December 2018. Look at the date of liquidation. Date of liquidation is 1/1/19, whereas dividend is paid till December 18. It means there is no arrears of dividend. Dividend ಯಾವುದೇ ಬಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. Next we have 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. 9 called and paid up 1,80,000. Then uncalled capital is 1 rupee to be ignored. So 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 9 called and paid up 1,80,000. General reserve ignore, PL account ignore, don't consider this. It's a divisible profit. We don't take this into our calculations actually. And then next we have, as per articles of association, the preference share holders have the right to receive 1/3 of surplus after paying equity shareholder. ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಪಾವತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಪಾವತಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಪೇ ಟು ಎವ್ರಿವನ್, ಪೇ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್, ಪೇ ಟು ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್. Any surplus amount left, that surplus amount 1/3 give it to preference share, 2/3 give it to equity share. So that means in this problem we have sufficient amount, we have excess amount, therefore that excess amount, surplus amount, 1/3 give it to preference share, 2/3 give it to equity share. ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಪಾವತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿಕೆ ಹಣ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು ಉಳಿಕೆ ಅಮೌಂಟು ಇದೆಯೋ 3ರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಭಾಗ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಡಿ, 3ರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಭಾಗ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ. Now let us look into the problem how to solve this question by preparing liquidator's final statement of accounts. So receipt side we have assets realized 10 lakh. Credit side, that's called payment side, secured creditor it's dash. Liquidation expenses it's 18,000. Liquidator remuneration on assets and on equity share and preference share. So on assets is 3%, so 10 lakh into 3% it's 30,000. So 10 lakh into 3% it's 30,000. And on preference share and preference capital, keep it pending. We need to find out how much totally you pay. I repeat, we need to find out totally how much you pay to equity share and preference share. So alvargu ee 8,16,000 into 2 by 102 ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋಣ. For the time being, keep pending amount payable on equity share and preference share. So the conclusion is liquidator remuneration on equity share and preference share, keep it pending. Next, debenture we don't have in our question. Preferential creditor 12,000, that's called salary and wages outstanding. Remaining 1,24,000 is unsecured creditor. Okay, so till here we made all the payments and leftover payment to be made to preference share capital and equity share capital. Okay, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಆ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. We have paid to all the liabilities based on step by step payment. Now let us calculate what's the amount available to preference share and equity share. Now total assets realized is 10 lakh. Please hold your calculator. Total assets realized is 10 lakh minus liquidation expenses 18,000 minus liquidator remuneration 30,000 minus preferential creditor 12,000 minus unsecured creditor 1,24,000. After paying to all these, amount available to preference share and equity share is 8,16,000. So this 8,16,000 has to be paid to 3 people. It has to be paid to 3 people. It has to be paid 2% remuneration to liquidator, Then we need to pay to preference share capital. Then we need to pay equity share capital. Therefore, amount available, amount left over is 8,16,000. Hope all of you have understood how this 8,16,000 has come. So 8,16,000 has come on this basis of calculation. In the sense, you take 10 lakh in the receipt side minus liquidation expenses 18,000 minus liquidator remuneration 30,000 on assets and minus preferential creditor 12,000 minus unsecured creditor 1,24,000. Ulida Hana leftover amount is 8,16,000. So 8,16,000 into 2 by 102. Why do we take 102? Because 8,16,000 also belongs to liquidator remuneration. So 8,16,000 ನಲ್ಲಿ liquidator ವೇತನನು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. So 100 plus 2 we take 102. Therefore leftover amount 8,16,000 into 2 by 102 remuneration is 16,000. Okay, next, pay to preference share capital 3 lakh, pay to equity share capital 1,80,000 as per the question. Then surplus amount is 3,20,000. Okay, leftover amount, surplus excess amount is 3,20,000. This 3,20,000, pay 1/3 to preference share, pay 2/3 to equity share. As per articles of association, as per questions instruction, 1/3 to be paid to preference share, 2/3 we pay to equity share. So the conclusion is, totally how much you pay to preference share? You pay 4,06,667. How do you get 4,06,667? Preference share capital 3 lakh plus surplus 1,06,667. So we pay 4,06,667. Then totally how much you pay to equity share? Total amount what you pay to equity share is 3,93,000. How do you get 3,93,333? Equity share capital is 1,80,000 plus surplus you pay 2,13,333. So this finishes this question. Further calculation is being posted in the next slide for your better understanding. Kindly view it. Okay, so the first calculation is amount available. That's 8,16,000. How this amount has come? So amount available 8,16,000 to be paid to 3 people. It should be paid to liquidator. It should be paid to preference shareholder. It should be paid to equity shareholder. Okay, so total amount payable to equity shareholder is 3,93,333, and total amount what you pay to preference share capital is 4,06,667. Thank you.